Hello, fellow alchemists. Welcome back to our deep dive series on Phoenix LiveView. Now, the last time we updated was, I believe, 0.11, so it's been quite a bit of changes since then. And what I want to do is, I want to just get us all up to speed. So this is the latest stable version as of right now, which is 0.3.1. This came out a few days ago at the time of this recording. And I wanted to just show you guys how to actually update everything. Although I've done a couple of update videos, this one is quite a big change since the last one we did. So I think it would be good to kind of get our project, up and going since we started it, because a lot of things have been changing. They're constantly changing things, and that's both good and bad. And as you can see over here, some new enhancements which I plan to look at: Phoenix debounce and Phoenix throttle. For limiting the amount of events coming in. Once I get a chance to play with that, I'll definitely do a video about that. But what I want to do right now is I want to just kind of get us all up to speed, because with the changes they've made some very big changes which would affect everything that we have. So let's go ahead and let's get started. Now, the first thing we want to do is let's go to our mix file. And we want to actually do two things, which is quite interesting. So you see we're on 1.2 over here. Sorry, this is live reload. Where is live view? Oh, 1.1, right? But actually, if we go back to here, we need to actually make some bigger changes. So you have to actually add in this thing called Floki. I'm a little bit surprised it's not a part of live view in terms of being a dependency, but maybe it's something, I don't quite understand. So we just need to grab both of these. So Floki is used to dig into the HTML and parse it and get what they want. So let's just copy that. Let's go back to our code, and let's go ahead and paste that in. And we need to add another comma over here because we're in the middle. And of course do our mix deps get. And that's fine. So you see we've updated to 0.3.1, which is the latest version. And now, of course, we need to do the obligatory going into our assets, npm install -f Phoenix LiveView, as they always recommend on here, force LiveView. So make sure you do the forcing part. And we've updated to the latest version. Perfect. And now here's where the pain point comes in. Now when we run mix test, it's going to be all sorts of crazy stuff. Oh, sorry, I just had the assets folder. Let's back up. So we'll do mix test, and then you'll see all of the crazy kind of changes that we have to make. And right away, this is a pretty big change, right? We just went through this very recently, and they've actually consolidated this into, if we go, I'll show you. So let's close this part. We go to our web live. Now this is in here. Maybe I can control click here. Oh, sorry, command click into here. So in our user index. And all we need to do to fix this is we grab this part. Let's cut it. Let's remove that. And here there is a temporary assigns key, and we put in that array or that list. So that's all we need to do to actually fix that. So now if we run mix test, now everything works again. Well, kind of. So here's where things start getting interesting, is that now our session is actually missing the path params. I'm not sure why they did this, and I'm not sure of an easy way to fix this, and I spent quite a bit of time trying to figure it all out, and the only way I found to fix this is we have to copy off of what we did for the index view, which is passing in everything that we need. So let's go ahead and let's fix that. How we do that is we're going to go to lib, close here, and let's go to our router. I'm going to change this to resources. So we can generate all these, and we only want to have index, of course, like what we originally had, show, and edit. And I'm going to remove these, and we need to cut this part and put this above, because the way the router works, or else this will get passed in as ID, which we don't want, of course. And that's enough for our router. Now we need to actually create all of these templates. Sorry, all of these, not the templates, but all these controller actions. So let's go back to our controllers, user controller, and we need to create a show. We have our con. We have our params. In this case, there's going to be an ID being passed in. It's the user ID. And we use live render. Con. The hello live view web user show. Pass in the session and the user ID, which we get from the pattern match over here. And then we can basically do about the same thing where we copy this, paste it in, change show in this one to be edit, and this one again to be edit. And there we go. Now the next thing we need to do is we need to go to our live views. So first thing, let's just go to our index and check around really quick if we do any kind of redirection. Because of course our router has changed, so therefore all of our helpers have changed. So the index is fine. Let's go to our edit. Now the first thing is that if you remember that we got rid of that. So we need to use user ID, colon, and then we get rid of this part because we're just passing it into the session. So that works just fine. Let me see. Okay, so this one is not going to work. We need to change this to be show, and it's the user path. What else? That's enough for this one. It's very tedious, I know, but this is the best way I could find. Now new should be fine, but let's just make sure we do the right redirection. User path, yeah, that's fine from before. Okay. Now user show, again we have to do user ID, colon, remove the path params. User path socket, yep, that should be fine. Okay. So now we need to go through the tests, of course. So if we go to user show, I'm going to command click to go to here. That's fine. So let's just go to run the test again. So it was those kind of tests guide us where the problems are. And now we have all kinds of other interesting things to go through. So let's do this one by one. So what's this first one? This is the user new test. Okay, no problem. So we can go to here. Of course, the live path is not correct. It should be user path. Oh, sorry, this is actually correct. Oh, one thing I have found is also this thing. So it used to work fine, but now it seems to actually translate properly. So if you look in here, now they're actually using the proper encoding for the HTML. So it says the apostrophe over here, so it's very quick and easy to fix. Paste that here, paste that here, and we paste that over here too. That's correct. Okay, so let's just run this one by one. So a mixed test, and then we run this on the test, the web view, and live, and this should be user new test. Okay, we have name failure. Oh, one other thing I've noticed is that for disabled, they also seem to automatically add this into there, which is very interesting. So how to fix that is quite simple. We just need to add this disabled. That's it. And we should be good to go. Run mix test again, see what else is broken. Okay, so now we're into a fun part. So now user show test is broken. That's because we no longer have, actually no, we can still use this, but the path is wrong. So it should be user path. This is for the show, right? So we'll just use show. And then we can just basically copy this across. Okay, that should be good. So again, let's do this file by file. Hello web view, web live, user show. Okay, good. And then you can see this add view is no longer required, so we can just remove that from our templates, and then we're totally done with any kind of warnings, of course. Now let's run test again. Okay, user edit. So let's go to here. Now user edit. A couple of things. Of course, we have our this problem to deal with, which we've done it before. So we can just go ahead and just grab that from here. So we already know it's going to be a problem. Paste that into here, 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 and then of course, I'm pretty sure, yep, disable would be an issue again. And that should be the first thing. And then now the next thing is that this is user edit. So we can get rid of that, just like we do for the user show. And we use the user path. And we change the view to be edit. And then we can just grab this and paste this everywhere that we need. Okay, this one will be show, because we're redirecting. Paste here, and this one's paste, paste. Okay, let's do that again. Web, live, edit. Okay, we have one failure, and that is no function clause. Action show. Let's see, 16. Sorry. User path. There we go. And now we should just have one more left. Let's see, index. Okay, yeah, index is very interesting, because we also have to update the template. So I'm going to command click into here. This is fine. This is definitely wrong, of course. This one needs to be show, of course, user path. I'm not going to run these tests because these don't really make sense anymore. Both the deleted and the updated, because we're using the append, right? So let's just remove those for right now and just ignore any kind of updates. And the same with this, we don't really need to delete users. Creating a user is fine. And now the next thing is we need to actually check the template. So the template has some specific things we just changed. So if we go to our templates, user, index. So the user new is fine, of course. Now this is the one that's not actually fine, right? So user edit should be user path, and this one should be :edit. And the delete user, we can just remove that. And this one is for show, right? So we just replace this with : show. And of course, user path. And now let's try that again. Okay, 2 failures. Let's take a look. Let's go to big failure. Okay, so this is also a pretty big change. So now in here we need to actually add an ID. So we can just say it's users for right now, just to make life simple. And this one should be the same. So hopefully that should fix both. There we go. That has fixed both. And of course we can just go into here, remove the accounts. It's not required anymore because we removed those tests. And now we run the test. There we go. We have now fully upgraded to the latest stable version of Phoenix LiveView. So I apologize again about another update video, but I just thought after all the changes I had to make, it would be good for me to update you guys on what's going on. I will prepare another video that's definitely showing off some more features of LiveView very, very soon. So again, this is Alan from Pangora. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.